Hello and welcome back to another episode of Stu's Reviews. So today, we're going to take a look at a particular case that has fascinated me for quite some time now. You see this case on social media quite a lot through advertisements, or at least I do, because we all know that Facebook spies on me and I search for the best possible phone cases out there. Well, today, I'm going to take a look at one that's popped up on my feed quite a lot. We're going to have a look at this, a case by Mous, or Mouse. The Mous case has been reported to be pretty much near indestructible against drops, but despite this fact, it's actually a really smart looking case. This particular option is walnut, with other models such as carbon fibre, shell and leather. On the inside, there are 4 magnet points surrounded by concentric circles for strength and protection. There are also hidey holes for your SIM pin and a spare SIM card on the inside of the case. The real tech is stuffed into the edges, which are filled with something called aeroshock. However, I won't pretend to understand the science behind it, but in simple terms, it's a rubbery substance that's designed to dampen impacts, and I'm really looking forward to seeing just how far I can push this case. So, really interestingly, lots of YouTubers have demonstrated this phone case in many different ways, but most of them do a drop test. I mean, they tend to throw it on the ground and you know, I've got it right here and I'll just give it a quick drop. It made a sound there. The case is a bit knackered, but the phone is perfect. There's no scratches or dents or anything on the actual phone itself. But I don't need to do a test like that because it's been done before. And even Mr. Who's the Boss has dropped it out of a helicopter and it survived. So I want to test it in a slightly different way. Now, the way I'm going to test this particular device, obviously I've just dropped it and it was absolutely fine, and there's many other YouTubers that have done it before, so I don't need to do that anymore. Now, the case itself is called the Limitless 2, so that should mean that there's limitless amounts of ways it can be protected, possibly. So in that case, I'm going to try shooting it with this, a shotgun. Now, I needed some help to do this review, so Sam, if you could just come here for me. Brilliant. As you know, this is Sam from countless other times he's been on the show itself. Now, I need some help today because if I've got this particular case now and I stand it up over there, over the river where I'm going to shoot it, if I stand it up and shoot it, I don't think that's a very fair test. So I need Sam to hold it whilst I shoot it.
You having a laugh? You having a laugh? Oh God.
No.
You being serious? So, like, for real?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh.
Go on, you'll let me do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sam's over there ready to go and he's holding the phone for me, so I'm just going to load the first one in and get ready to shoot. This isn't very safe, is it? I need to wear ear protection. That's better. Oh, and one quick message. If you're not subscribed to our Patreon already, please do, because it'll allow me to test things like this more often. So if you enjoy watching this, I'll leave a link in the description below where you can join my Patreon page. You ready, Sam?
Yeah. Just do it.
All right, mate. Just hold still.
I am.
Hold still, mate, because I don't want to shoot your head.
Just do it. Go on. Do it. Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
Well, he's well and truly dead. So let's go and have a look now and see how that iPhone has fared out.
Come on. Where is it? Oh dear. Well, that's the veneer that seems to have come off, and that is well and truly peppered. I don't know if you can see that. That is gone. Interestingly, on the inside there, the magnets that are supposed to hold it to the other accessories by Mous, but that's definitely broken. Has it gone through the rest of the... Okay, here we go. Right. So there's the back of the case. You can see the inside here and all the sort of dots. That is definitely well, one thing's for certain, the Mous case is definitely not bulletproof. Sorry, Sam.
So now we're back in the studio. Let's take a closer look at how the case fared out. So let's open this. Now there's a very good reason it's in a tea towel, is because, well, you'll see in a second. So basically, it seems to have completely powdered the phone. I mean, there is glass bits falling out of the phone everywhere. Now, let's take a closer look. Generally speaking, I think that's done an okay job. Or maybe not. On the inside, you can see in here, it's only gone through in a few places. It's gone through here, here, and here. But obviously the force of the impact has caused the whole front of the phone actually to just be completely and utterly destroyed, which is a bit of a shame. And the back, well, that veneer did absolutely nothing at all. But one thing I would say, if someone likes to make a grass case, then let me know, because that's nice. That feels nice. There's a market for that, I think, like a botanical case. I'm going to patent that. Anyway, yeah. Hasn't done the best job in the world. Not going to lie. Now, to the point. I know that test might have seemed a bit stupid, but I really wanted to put it through its paces, because like I said right at the beginning, many YouTubers have already tested this by dropping it from really high places or throwing it in the ground as hard as they can, and it doesn't break the phone. I wanted to see how far that you can push this case, and apparently you can't shoot it with a shotgun, which is disappointing. I must say, I had a little bit of high hopes there, but I didn't expect it to survive, in all honesty. But I kind of wish it did. Now, I must say that actually I'm a little bit upset that this has been destroyed, because I did actually quite like this case. I thought the neat little details on the inside to hide things like your SIM pin and SIM card, they were really cool, and you don't see that very often in many cases. And as well, the magnets built into the back to allow it to clip onto things. The other accessories by Mous, for example, or Mouse, again, however you say the name, I thought were also a really cool little design feature. So actually, this is probably one of the nicest cases that I've ever seen or used. It's just a shame that it's now been destroyed. Now, the cost of this particular case is 30 quid, or I got it for 30 quid. It might have been on offer, I'm not sure. But I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check out the website yourselves. But do you know what? Overall, despite the fact that it did not survive my shotgun test, I don't mind, because actually it was a really good case. And as I've said, it's obviously been proven to be able to survive significant falls and help protect your phone. So with that in consideration, this is probably one of the nicest cases I've ever used. And I think I'll be buying another one pretty much straight away. Now, before I close off this review, if you do know of any supposedly bulletproof cases, send me a link in the comments below, because I would love to check them out and possibly review that, because I'm very interested to see if there are any bulletproof cases out there that are essentially commercially available and also look nice. I mean, that's got to be a key component. But it got me thinking, are there any out there? And I've done some research and I can't seem to find many options out there. But if you seem to have a recommendation, like I said, leave that link in the comment section below and I'll check it out, and you might see an updated review sometime soon. Oh, and remember, like I said earlier, if you want to see more reviews like this, then join my Patreon page, because it's you guys on there who are supporting me to do weird stuff like this more often, because it does cost money. I mean, it cost me 30 quid alone for this case, not to mention the phone. And that concludes today's review. Guys, if you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you back for another episode of Stu's Reviews soon. I wonder if this is salvageable. Oh well. Before you go, consider supporting me on my Patreon page by clicking here. It'll give you some great discounts on stuff I've reviewed and helps me to continue doing reviews. If you want to see some fun stuff, click here to see the highlights of Stu's reviews. And, as a friendly reminder, click this button to subscribe.